Okay, hello. Here's another beautiful Technics SL 1200 MK2. This one's special. This one's very, very special. This one is a vintage Technics. I think this one is a 1979. This one is one of the first turntables that was ever built. It features the first tone arm ensemble on a Technics 1200 MK2. That's the reason I call him first generation Technics. I'm sure this is a 1979 Technics because of the serial number. It starts with a 9 and usually the first number that indicates the year. And I'm going to show you a couple more things that characterizes a vintage turntable. So it's a very special turntable. This Technics is almost 40 years old and it's in really good conditions. It's beautiful. One of the things that I'm going to show you here is that the dust cover is a little bit opaque, so you know it's a 39 years old turntable. But it's really nice, really beautiful. This turntable has never been used. Uh, it has been used for showcasing, photo shoots. Well, it was used for, that was the purpose of this turntable, and it was never intended to be commercialized. This turntable went up straight to a studio, you know, from the factory to a studio, never touch a retail store or something like that. And for the purpose of doing TV commercials and photo shoots and mostly showcasing purposes. This is truly a treasure. It's a beautiful technique. This is the tone arm that I'm talking about. It has a exposed pivot mount or exposed bearing mount. That's the tone arm used on the first generation Technics, because you can find some from 1985. I've seen some from 1985, 1986 with the regular tone arm. So this is actually the first generation tone arm. That's why I call him first generation. There's a lot of people that argue about this, and without asking me why I call him first generation, they said, well, there is no first generation Techniques, blah blah blah. There are MK2s and blah blah blah. You know how it is when it comes to turntables and Techniques. You know, these are iconic. You know, they wake up a lot of passions, you know, from people. So it's normal. So let's start here. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna turn it on first. Pop out light, pitch light. Just look at that pitch. Nice and clean. Strobe light. Platter is in fantastic conditions. There's a couple stains on the platter, you know. It's an almost 40 years turntable. Just look at that platter. That's beautiful. There's a couple stains and scratches on the corners, and some of the plane, for example, like this one here, is caused by the dust cover. There's no rubber bumpers. They're always missing on vintage turntables most of the time, and that creates a certain kind of scratch. Scratch is kind of like a yellowish scratch, and when there's no rubber bumpers, they create a line, you know. So here's one scratch right there. There's a couple here. tiny scratches. This is from the case. You know, it's been sitting in a case. That's caused by the case. And here's a couple tiny scratches as well around here. The stains, see that, little chips. And there's also a little line caused by the dust cover. You know, usually the dust cover, these lines here, you can see those lines on the plinth. This is caused by the dust cover. This one as well. When they don't have the rubber bumpers, they create a lot of scratches. You know, but this one is really nice and really mint for an almost 40 years turntable. This turntable is beautiful. There's another scratch here, like a little dot. Some here. A little bit of dust in here. And just look at that pitch. Feels good. Some of them, when they're too old, feel kind of squishy, but this one feels good. And it's a little bit sticky, like almost all the vintage turntables that I have come across in my life, like 30 or 40 years turntables. The pitch is dry. It's completely dry out or sticky. This one is not that smooth. I'm sure. Excuse me, I'm positive it's just dry out. It works though. I'll show you that. Let me try another angle. Oh, bear with me for a second. The door just closed on me. Just 1 second. Okay, that way I get a lot of light coming inside my studio. Okay, this is another angle. See, it's sticky, but works. I mean, all the turntables. I currently have four vintage ones from the 90s, for the 80s, and this one's 1979. I have another one from 1983, 1985, 1986, and 1982, and they are all featured. I'm sorry, I just pressed the button. I apologize, just to cut off like that. And there's some lines underneath this pivot mount, and if you really look close, see those lines? The design is fantastic. You know, one line is bigger than the other. It's just pure design, pure you know, like accurate design for a beautiful toner. I mean, that's fantastic. There's a lot of little details that we don't really get to see unless you are really familiar with turntables and you look at them really close, and then you start to discover little things that look great, you know. Okay, here's the other corner. Here's a couple scratches as well. These don't have the serial number here on the back. Actually, all the info is in the middle, and the serial number is underneath the turntable. This is the hinges, slim slot hinges with the spring assisted receptacles. This is fantastic. Here's the other corner. Let me show you the platter. It's really clean. This is great. I got this angle. I always look for this angle, and I barely find it. Yeah, see, you can see how nice it is. Just look at that platter. It's beautiful for an almost oh, there's scratches in here. See that? Stain here. And let me show you this corner. Couple stains as well. Scratches. Those are all caused by the case. You know, it's been inside custom made case, and it's all with those vintage cases that did not came with foam. It was all wood and some sort of I don't know what kind of material is that, but if you touch that material, it looks like some leather. No, not leather. It looks really weird. You know, I don't know if you've seen the material, same material. I think it's, have you seen those old vintage speakers that there's some sort of well, I apologize again. I just touched the button again. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to make 3 videos. I'll try to join these videos, but they take forever to join. But I have to show you everything. Okay, here we go now. Same turntable. Alright. Check on the dots. I'm gonna go -8, +8. That's +8. That's the middle. I'm just lock it. -8, +8, -8, +8. It's a little bit sticky, but it's getting better. See, maybe it's the lack of use, of course. I think it's really dry out. It's really dry, but it's getting better. See how is it? I'm sorry, +8. -8. It's really responsive. It just reacts to touch really fast. Okay. And this turntable comes with a big thick rubber mat, the original Technics rubber mat. It's really heavy, so you have to adjust the brake because it's really heavy. Okay, this is the one. She looks really nice, just like an audiophile turntable. Now I'm gonna show you the anti-skating. I'm gonna show you how it tracks down on a record, and I'm gonna show you the lever, things that I really love on turntables, and and that's gonna make your experience, you know, much better when you listen to music. Okay, here we go again. I'm gonna check on the anti-skating, you know, all those things that I've just mentioned. This is like the best angle to check on those things. Okay. Shh, doggy. Come on. Get out, get out, get out. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna balance it out. As you can see, it floats really nice. Really nice anti-skating, look at that. Beautiful, this is beautiful. Let's bring it in. It's really nice. Really nice. Okay. Now 3 grams. I'm gonna get a record and show you how it tracks down a record. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm gonna use the lever. I'm gonna check on that lever. Wow, that's really nice. Super smooth. That's fantastic. So smooth. I love that. Really nice. Turntable works great. I'm gonna show you the serial number that's in the back. So bear with me for a second, please. Just bear with me. this has rubber here. This is rubber. So okay. Sorry about that. I have this big piece of foam here. All right, here we go. See, this one's a 1979, truly first generation turntable. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. You know. This is a truly vintage turntable. It's 1979. This is almost impossible to find. Like I've mentioned, I have 4 of these beautiful turntables, all in mint to fantastic shape. It comes with a rubber mat. I'm really sorry about this video, and I have to apologize about the video. It's not the best video, but I mean, this is necessary because I feel like showing you everything. I like to show it all, and I like to go as deep as possible on all my items because I don't like to hide absolutely anything and play with your expectations. I don't like that. And I'm really messy because my hands shake. I have some things going on with my health, and my hands shake. So this is why I'm a little bit messy sometimes. But at least I can speak now. Okay, so if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. And have a wonderful day. Take care.